Let's talk now about recent polling from Public Policy Polling. This is a poll that has been released in the middle of Donald Trump's completely bogus and pathetic attempts to reach out to black voters. A new PPP poll has Donald Trump polling at 0% statistically with black voters. So first, this is from the poll Trump's favorability based on race. You will see that Trump has a 23% favorability rating from Hispanic voters, a 41% favorability rating from white voters, and just a dash, not even 1% statistically, favorability from black voters. Now, there was another question asked by the poll, which is who would you vote for given only the options of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? And Trump does way better there. 4% of the African-American electorate saying that they would vote for Donald Trump, 89% saying that they would vote for Hillary Clinton. Now, I know PPP is a liberal polling firm. There's no doubt about that. No one poll is exactly right. They all have a margin of error. But these numbers are not drastically different than what we're seeing in other polls, where sometimes Trump is polling 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7% favorability or support from black voters. I just can't figure it out, Jason. Why aren't black voters supporting Trump? All he did recently was call them uneducated poor people who have nothing and might as well vote for Trump because it's unlikely they would end up any worse off than they already are. That seems like a great appeal to black voters.
Well, they certainly were born, but they weren't born yesterday. They they know that it's a bunch of lies. Everything comes out of his mouth is just a big, big flaccid statement.
Your life is so terrible, so roll the dice on me has not been a big wave maker in the black community. And when people hear me say, oh, he's polling 0, that doesn't mean there are no black people who like Trump. There's a difference between 0 people and statistically 0 in a representative sample plus or minus 3 percentage points. I'm not a political consultant, but my sense is what's the worst that could happen if you vote for me is not a really strong sort of crafted political message. I don't know if that would convince you to vote for someone.
That's where the campaign managers are at this point. They're like, well, what do we have to lose at this point? We can just say anything we want and we're just going to get some press, and certain demographics of the American population are still going to vote for me.
There's this implicit sort of understanding that by some right-wingers that the Democratic black vote is a bad thing because it shows that Democrats don't actually have to do anything for minority communities because they're just assuming the support of black voters. I find that to actually be quite offensive to non-white voters. This includes the Latino population. This includes the black population. Why is the assumption that when a population overwhelmingly tends to support one political party over another, it's because they don't understand the actualities of what that party is doing? Isn't it possible they've understood that the policies of the Republican Party are just doing nothing for them? I think it's very, very offensive to imply that there is actually nothing other than just sort of optics and the assumption of the vote behind why black voters overwhelmingly support Democratic candidates. I don't buy into it whatsoever. Warby Parker is offering a free 5-day home try-on to give you the opportunity to check out their glasses. I personally wear Warby Parker glasses when I'm not wearing my contact lenses, and I also started with one of these free at-home try-ons of 5 pairs of glasses. You can get your free home try-on and support the David Pakman Show at warbyparkertrial.com/TDPS. I don't really like going into glasses stores and trying on glasses while the salesperson sort of hovers over me, and I like more than 30 seconds to actually figure out whether I like the glasses. So with the Warby Parker home try-on, I was able to pick 5 pairs that I liked, put them on in the comfort of my own home, pick the one I like the most, and then Warby Parker put my prescription lenses in there for me. A lot of people don't know that the eyeglass industry is controlled by just a few big corporations that keep prices very high, like $300 for prescription glasses high, which is just insane. Warby Parker glasses start at $95. That's what mine cost. And for every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker distributes a pair of glasses to someone in need. You can try 5 pairs and see what you like. Check out the at-home trial and support our show by going to warbyparker.com
TDPS. It costs nothing.